Hi guys, this is Mrs. Cerami with 5.5 day 2. This again is a review for block E, and for block B it is new, but you're going to rock this lesson as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to factor a polynomial with a higher degree than a quadratic, and we're going to do that without groupings. We have 4 terms here, but I'm not able to use grouping here to factor it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you one of the factors of the polynomial, and we're going to use that factor to help us factor the rest of the polynomial. So ultimate goal is to rewrite this into a set of parentheses that we're going to be multiplying together. How do we do that? Well, we're going to do that using synthetic division. Now again, outside of synthetic division, we write down what x should equal. If we set this equal to 0, then x would equal 3. So we put a big 3 outside. And again, I'm still writing with the trackpad, so therefore it's going to be a little messy, but come Tuesday it'll be better. Inside we put the coefficients. If we're missing any terms, we put a 0 there, but we're not. 2, -11, 3, and 36. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our normal synthetic division. So we're going to bring down the 2, and we multiply the bottom row by 3. So we get 6. And then we add these 2 rows together. So again, this is an extra review for synthetic division. Multiply 3 times -5, and we get -15. Add the 2, and we get -12. Multiply the 2, we get -36. And we add the 2 and get 0. Okay, so there's something that we're going to see here that we've never seen before. Normally, this row, or column rather, is the remainder, and this was constant, which we'll talk about in a second. This was the remainder. We always had a remainder here. In order for this to work, the remainder has to be 0, because we want all the factors. That means it goes in evenly. So the remainder must be 0. If it's not 0, you made a mistake. The number next to it will be our constant. The number next to it will be our x to the first term. This will be our x squared term. And if we had another number to the left, that would be our x cubed term. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our coefficients and rewrite it as an equation. So we're going to rewrite it as 2x squared minus 5x minus 12. So again, we did synthetic division to show the remainder was 0, and we're going to take our remaining coefficients. Now we're going to use it now and use the equation. But before we just left it and said, okay, that was our answer, but we're going to actually factor this further. So since we can't divide out by a 2, we're going to use AC method. Find 2 numbers that multiply to equal -24 and add to equal -5, and that's -8 and 3. So we're going to use AC method to rewrite it so we can group. That's 2x squared minus 8x plus 3x minus 12. And again, this writing will be so much nicer once my nice board is in and I have a pen and not my finger on the trackpad. So now we're going to bring this up here so it's neater. And we're going to factor by grouping, factor out a 2x. So we're left with x minus 4. And we're going to factor out the second group, take out a 3. And we're left with x minus 4. So again, if these 2 parentheses don't match, you made a mistake. Factor out the common GCF, which is a binomial. X minus 4. What's left over is 2x plus 3. And we're almost done. Yay! So this was a factor, and these are factors, so we have to include our initial factor with it because we divided by it. That means it went in evenly. So my final answer is the initial factor that they gave us plus the 2 factors we came up with. So our final answer is the quantity of x minus 4 times 2x plus 3 times x minus 3. Order does not matter. Let's do it again, and I'll try to make it a little neater. So again, we're going to use synthetic division, divide by -3. And we're going to divide that into, the coefficients, which are 4, 12, -1, and -3. Remember, if you're missing a term, please put a 0 there. Bring down the 4, and you're going to multiply and get -12. When we add that together, we get 0. Multiply, you get 0. And when you add it, we're going to get -1. And when you multiply, you get 3, which gives us a remainder of 0. That's what we need. So now we write our final answer. We know that x plus 3 is going to be one of the factors within my answer. And this equation is going to help me find the other factors. So remember, this is my constant. That's my x term. And this is my x squared term. So my equation is going to be 4x squared, we don't have an x, minus 1 equals 0. Well, we have two terms here, and they're both perfect squares, so we could do difference of squares. So 2x plus 1 times 2x minus 1. And those are the factors we're going to include in our answer here. So we're going to have x plus 3 times 2x plus 1 and 2x minus 1. So upon your request, I did include extra examples for you guys to practice. And we're going to move it down so you can see the answer. You could work on it, and before you work on the homework, which as you see is graded, you're welcome to email me any questions on this practice work. Here's another one for you guys if you want to practice it. Email me a picture to ksarami@shp.org, and I'm happy to say this is where your error lies. Here's another one for you. And that's all I have. So tonight's homework, you're going to be writing as factors, and then just to give you an idea where we're heading, tomorrow's class, we're going to be solving it. All right, guys, I hope you're having a good day. I hope that you're able to relax a bit and just know I miss you all. Bye.